Hello everyone, I'm Runal Mehta and welcome back to our channel digiaid.com. We are your digital aid and we provide free courses on the subjects of business and marketing.
Let's start with how to close a sale and overcome the objections. Let's start with the methods of closing a sale. Various methods are used to close a sale. The prospect's behavior towards buying and the nature of the content of sales presentation influence the applicability of these methods. Depending on the product, quality, characteristics, features, circumstances of the same must be considered by the salesperson to decide on which method to use while closing a sale. Any of the methods can be adopted while closing a sale depending on what is appropriate. The methods are: first, simply ask for the order. Summarize the presentation and then ask for the order. Narrow down the choice. The Objection Close, Concession Close, Suggestive Close, Side Close, and finally Alternative Close. Now let's take a stab at each one of them briefly, starting with simply ask for the order. The easiest and most straightforward method to close a sale is for the salesperson to ask for orders immediately after the sales presentation. The question asked by a salesperson should lead the buyer to a decision. The answers might be positive, but the salesperson is good. Next, summarize and ask for the order. In some situation, a salesperson cannot ask for orders straight away after the presentation. In such cases, when the opportunity arises, the selling points mentioned in the presentation must be highlighted, and then the order should be asked for or in a courteous and convincing manner. At number 3 is narrowing down the choice. The variety of choices might be a reason for this indecisiveness. In such cases, elimination technique should be used by a skillful salesperson to reduce points and in turn to make it easier for the prospect to choose. The salesperson can skillfully eliminate certain options by after thinking of prospect by saying, "Sir or madam, this may not match you or this may not be of your liking." The elimination of certain options will help narrow down the list of options provided to the prospect and hence decision making will be easier. At number 4 is the Objection Close. In this method, an objection by the prospect is used to close a sale by the salesman. The stimulus for the decision to purchase a product comes from the answer to the objection. When the presentation is progressing smoothly and the prospect asks a question that might hinder the whole presentation, the situation needs to be handled tactfully. Obviously, the salesperson should have some wisdom and knowledge from his or her past experiences on such instances of answering questions. At number 5 is concession sale. This is more commonly used and the most straightforward approach. A final concession is given to close a deal. The concession acts as an inducement or a motivation to buy the product. It is also called as the inducement clause. Price discount is a very common concession method. Deferred payment, free home delivery, the form, guarantee or extended warranty, credit with attractive rate, etc. can be forms of concession. At number 6 is your suggestive close. Sometimes appealing suggestions given by a salesperson might induce a buyer into placing an order. Example, a client may want to buy a window air conditioner. The salesperson might suggest a split air conditioner instead of a window air conditioner. The benefits of a split conditioner could be that it doesn't block any window and it is completely noiseless. The options of suggestion should be well thought of in advance by the salesperson. At number 7 is your side close. Sometimes the buyer and the seller don't agree on various points after the sales presentation. These points or side issues might include delivery, size, color, payment schedule, etc. In such cases, the salesperson realizes that the side issues are hindering the closing of the sale. Hence, inviting questions on the basis of difference on inside issues are asked. The sale may be closed after coming to an agreement about the side issues. And finally, at number 8 is alternative close. Extension of the side close is similar to and can also be called an alternative close. When a prospect is indecisive about a few points like features, delivery, quality, etc., but is willing to buy the product, this method is used. The salesperson gives the prospect 2 options to choose from in order to lead the discussion on these points. The prospect is confused and pushed into an indecision if too many options are provided. Selecting one of the alternatives out of the 2 might lead to closing the sale. This is a very commonly used method which makes the buyer feel like he or she got the alternative choice they wanted. Now look at the reasons for unsuccessful closing. Every salesperson works towards successfully closing all their sales, but they are not successful every time. In fact, there are some reasons, and they are: wrong attitude of the salesperson, incomplete presentation made by the salesperson, external interruption which could be on the side of the prospect or the salesperson, misinterpreting the prospect or not understanding them well, eagerness to close the sale, being very desperate, and finally, untimely close. So that's it folks, this brings an end to the topic on how to close a sale. These are the list of sources and links referred to for our content in the video. Thank you and stay tuned for more videos.